Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yep, let's just get into it. And right now, bit of an apology in advance if I sound a little bit tired. I was up all night last night, so I didn't get too much sleep, but hopefully my analysis is still on point. Right now we can see, let's actually take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame right now at $19,236 right here. Or actually, I should say $19,188. We have a 9 and a -1, so looking a little bit more bearish than this week. Than the previous week. But again, not too much action right now. We are headed into earnings week. Tomorrow we do have Bank of America reporting earnings before market open, and I believe Bank of New York Mellon as well is going to be reporting earnings before the market open. Actually, let's take a look right here. We just take a look at a quick snapshot of what earnings are going to be reported tomorrow. Let's scroll this down. Not too sure why I can't see my earnings, and we'll scroll back up. There we go. So right now we have earnings for tomorrow and before market open. The Bank of New York Mellon, Bank of America. I believe there's another one as well. It's not listed here, but then after that, the next day we have Goldman Sachs and Johnson & Johnson. So the earnings are going to be getting a little bit spicy. The markets are going to be reacting accordingly to that. And right now, let's take a look at the daily time frame. We can see where right now we have a 13 and a -3, so looking a little bit more bullish on the daily time frame. However, we are still deep in that red money flow, so please take that into account when you're making your trades. And let's get on some shorter time frames right here. For Bitcoin right now, we have a trend reversal candle right here. We did have a -5 and a 20. It was looking quite bullish, but you know, it is the weekend. This weekend price action doesn't always guarantee that the trend on the 4-hour time frame is going to continue. And right now we've been chopping sideways for Bitcoin. If you guys haven't noticed, for the last couple of weeks or months, we've just been going sideways right now. So very low volatility in these markets compared to the S&P, who has been extremely volatile. A big reversal from last week. If you guys didn't know, we ended up dumping on the CPI and then pumping towards the upside and getting a 5% move in one single day from the lows. So that was pretty crazy as well. And then our pump, we tried to continue, but no, ultimately reversed back down. So right now the S&P futures are all at the green at the moment, but a lot of this is going to be relying on the earnings. They're going to be reported in the coming weeks. If we get good earnings and the market likes it, then we are going to get a nice little bit of a rally. If we do get a bit of a rally and we come back up towards the upside, I'm going to be looking to get into a short around the 39.19 area. That is going to be acting as major resistance for the S&P 500. So please pay attention to all the trades I post in the Discord. And if you guys aren't already in the Discord, you guys can join with the link in the description. I post my trades for my crypto trades, my stock trades, and you guys can take a look at the profit loss history, which is posted on my website. The link is in the description. Let's keep going here. We can see that Bitcoin bounced nicely last week off this trend line right here, this major trend line that I have. A big dump towards the downside. Let's actually take a look at some shorter time frames. You guys can see how accurate this was. A big dump towards the downside on that CPI news, and then a huge reversal back up to 19,800. But ultimately, we failed to hold above this level, above on the daily time frame, 19,500. And like Infinity said in the Discord, which is one of our analysts, is underneath 19,500, you have to be bearish. And right now, we are bearish in the Discord. We are at a bit of a trade right now. I am currently short Bitcoin. We are up a little, we are slightly in the money, about 6% in our trade. But again, if Bitcoin does get going towards the downside once more and tries to potentially maybe retest these lows, if the earnings are bad in the S&P, then you're going to see, Bitcoin break down, and then we're going to be really in the money in our trade right there. But yeah, ultimately, guys, I still expect some more downside for Bitcoin. I don't think this is the bottom just yet. Again, it could be. It could not, but I'm placing my bets that we are going to keep getting rejected right now, and we're going to keep heading down towards the downside. We may be making contact with right here the 300 weekly, which is coming down to 17,750, at which point you could get a bounce around that area. But if we do start to break down these, if we do start to break through these levels, and the markets are breaking down as well, then I'll be starting to look at some significantly lower targets like 13,300 or 13,400, 500, around that area. That's going to be your 400 weekly moving average. So yeah, things are gonna get very heated soon. Hopefully you have prepared accordingly. If not, it's not too late to join the Discord. Again, we don't try to quintuple our portfolio in one trade. We look to preserve our wealth. And again, most of my trades are in the stock market, and we can actually take a look at some trades that I'm going to be looking for this week. Potentially is a long on Newmont mining, so we're going to have to see how that one goes. But again, that's heavily reliant on the gold price. If gold can get back up maybe to 1679, that would be very nice for Newmont mining. We're going to do very well in that position, at which point I would potentially exit it, and we'll see if we're going to get into a short. But overall, we're just going to sit on our hands, be patient, and let the charts tell us what to do. Let's take a look at oil quickly. Again, oil getting perfectly rejected around our target, around $93 or basically $94 around this area for oil. And we played it beautifully as we closed our short more than $2,000 in profit. So if you guys are following the private trades and you have a big account and you like to trade, then you are doing very well if you're following the trade signals. But if not, that's okay as well. Again, oil, I think we could get a nice bounce from here around $86 or $85, I should say. Maybe we could come back up here, form a double top, and then start to come back down. But again, we might see some resistance around this blue trend line for the time being. As you guys can see, this blue trend line is basically the lows from $11 all the way to here around $63, and it's cutting through across right now. But again, it doesn't have to act as resistance. We could easily come back up, retest this as resistance and then start to come back down. And if oil starts to break back down, then I'm going to be looking at some even lower targets, potentially $65 a barrel for oil. I know these price targets may seem a little bit crazy right now, but again, when we were shorting at $120 a barrel and everyone was saying that we were going to $150 a barrel, that's when that contrarian view really starts to pay out, and you can make some really good trades as we were shorting from $125 to $120 a barrel, and the price of oil has come all the way down to $76 a barrel. So when I was calling for $85 to $75 a barrel, people thought, you're delusional, you're crazy, you're how irrational are you? We're easily gonna go to 150. It's moon time. Let's get on the train. And exactly what happened is we came back down to $75. So again, that's the kind of analysis that you are going to find in the Crypto Mickey Discord. But yeah, overall guys, thanks for listening. I'm gonna get to some sleep now, and tomorrow we're gonna get you guys a new banging video, well edited by Martin. Tonight's not gonna be edited by Martin. It's just gonna be the old school fashioned Crypto Mickey video. That's gonna be one shoot, one take, and then edited in my video editing software. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can join the Discord, or you can sign up for Big Get Trading if you trade crypto with leverage. Again, links in the description. Love you guys. Peace.